Day 184 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again another day, another LeetCode problem. This time we're at day 184 and we're still going strong, y'all. So I'm glad y'all are here with me. We're continuing down our LeetCode journey, continuing to put one foot in front of the other until we accomplish our goals. And this time we done made it all the way to day 184, y'all. So I hope y'all are still staying disciplined and consistent and keeping up with this channel, y'all. Today, we are getting started on the LeetCode 150 interview questions. So I hope y'all are excited for that because these questions are particularly here to help us get prepared, to help us prepare for future interviews that we may have, y'all. So I think it's important that we do these questions because you never know what question you're going to get on the interview, but LeetCode says these are the top 150 interview questions. So I think it's best for us to do them so we will at least be familiar with them if we see them again. So before we get started today, y'all, don't forget, bring your mouse, bring it right over here and click that subscribe button for me, y'all. And after you click that subscribe button, go ahead and smash that like button for me, y'all. And then after you smash that like button, I'm calling all of my bankers. I repeat, all of my bankers to the comment section right now. I need y'all to drop 2 bank emojis in the comment section so we could run up this engagement and we could push this content out to a broader audience, y'all. As Swift community members, it's up to us to help the community to grow. And one way we can do that is to share this content out with as many people as we could find that will watch it. So your support is appreciated when it comes to that. Now, let's get into it. Let's get into the question. And today we have question number 88, merge sorted array. The difficulty level is easy, so you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as well because this channel is meant for everybody no matter where you are on your LeetCode journey. So we want to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand so everybody can walk away from this video having learned something today. And if you don't understand the solution at the end of this video, then you probably didn't learn anything, and that's not what we want. So let's see what the question says. It says you are given 2 integer arrays, nums1 and nums2, sorted in non-decreasing order, and 2 integers m and n representing the number of elements in nums1 and nums2 respectively. Merge nums1 and nums2 into a single array sorted in non-decreasing order. The final sorted array should not be returned by the function, but instead be stored inside the array nums1. To accommodate this, nums1 has a length of m plus n, where the first m elements denote the elements that should be merged, and the last n elements are set to 0 and should be ignored. Nums2 has a length of n. So let's look at example 1 so we can make it make sense, but it's pretty self-explanatory. We're just going to merge these 2 arrays, but let's see what example 1 says. It says, in example 1, we have input nums1 equals an array of integers 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, 0. M equals 3. Nums2 equals 2, 5, 6. N equals 3. The output is an array of integers 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Right? The explanation says the arrays we are merging are 1, 2, 3, and 2, 5, 6. The result of the merged array is 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 6 with the underlined elements coming from nums1. So let's look at this so we can make it make sense, right? So first we have nums1, boom, right? And then we have nums2, boom. Now if you notice, it says up here, let me see. It says right here, the last n elements are set to 0 and should be ignored. So these 3 zeros should be ignored. That's why you don't see them in the output. These 3 zeros are representing the 3 elements that are going to be added from nums2, because it also says right here, it says somewhere, it says right here that nums1 has a length of m plus n, right? So in this case, m is 3, and in this case, n is 3, right? So the length of nums1 is going to be 6 because 3 plus 3 is 6. However, we need to save space for these elements right here in nums2. That's why these 3 are 0 and can be ignored. We just have to save space for them for when we store the nums2 elements in nums1, right? So now that we have the nums1 array and we have the nums2 array, what we have to do is we have to merge them, right? So in order to merge them, we just take this one, boom, put it right here, boom. And also we have to merge them in sorted order, right? So this one is right here, just so you know all the numbers are present. You know, this 2 right here, boom. Then we have this 2 right here, boom. Then we have the 3 right here, boom. Then we have the 5 and 6 right here. Boom. So, excuse me. So we did more than just concatenate the two arrays. We merged them and then we sorted them. So it's like we concatenated them and then sorted them, right? So that's important because they have to be sorted. So let's see example 2 so we can make it make sense. Well, let's go over the explanation. The explanation says the arrays we are merging are 1, 2, 3, and 2, 5, 6. The result of the merge is 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 6 with the underlying elements coming from nums 1, right? So these are the underlying elements. These are nums 1. And then the ununderlined are nums 2, like we just went over, and we just merged them and sorted them. So let's look at example 2 where it might be a little tricky, where we have only one element and we have a blank array right here. So in this example 2, we have input nums equals 1, m equals 1, nums 2 is blank, and n equals 0. The output is 1. The arrays we are merging are 1 and a blank array, so the result is 1. So in this case, we have one element in nums 1. We're merging nums 1 with a blank array, nums 2, which is a blank array. So we don't really have to add anything. We just have to return nums 1 because there's nothing to merge with, and that's why the output is nums 1. So let's look at the nums 2, where this time we don't have blank arrays, but we have a 0. In this case, we have input nums 1 equals an array of integers with just 0, one element 0, m equals 0. Nums 2 equals an array of integers, but it's 1, n equals 1. The output is 1. The explanation says the arrays we are merging are a blank array and 1, like we did in example 2. It says the result of the merge is 1. Note that because m equals 0, there are no elements in num1. The 0 is only there to ensure that the merge result can fit in nums1. So m equals 0 is letting us know that there are no elements in nums1, right? But we still have to store something there so that we can fit the merge, right? So that's why the 0 is there. And remember, it says up here, elements are set to 0 and should be ignored. The last n elements are set to 0 and should be ignored. So in this case, 0 should be ignored, and that's why the output is still just 1, right? So now that we understand the question, let's get into the fun part. The actual code is not that difficult to understand. It's not even that many lines of code. So let's get into it. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to declare a variable called I. We're going to set that equal to m, right? M is up here. So we're going to set I equal to m. And m is going to be, remember, m is going to equal nums1.count, or what does it say? To represent the number of elements in nums1. So m is going to represent the number of elements in nums1. Excuse me, not nums1.count, but the number of elements in nums1. And in this case, it would be 3. But yeah, so we're going to set I to m to represent the number of elements in nums1. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to say for j in 0 up to n. Boom. So now we're looking at n and we're working with nums 2. So in this case, it would be 3, right? Because nums 2 only has 3 elements in it, right? And we're working with j because we're on nums 2. I would be more for nums 1 or for m, right? So then we're going to say nums 1 of I equals nums 2 of j. Then we're just going to come down here and we are going to say I plus equals 1. So we're going to increment I plus 1 and we're going to do it again for j all the way up to n, right? Then we're just going to come down here and we are going to say return nums1 dot sort. And that should be all she wrote, y'all. So let's run it, make sure it runs properly. But it should be that simple, y'all. And that's what I like to see. It's accepted. Let's make sure it stays accepted. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Ooh, look at that, y'all. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at that, y'all. 0 milliseconds beats 100% of users with Swift. Y'all know those are some good numbers. Faster than a Bugatti riding past Andrew Tate and the rest of the brokies on the highway, y'all. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. And I hope y'all learned something today. Get one more look at the code, one more look at the code. And I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.